Hey, what up, gang? What up, crew? What up, community? What up, friends? What up, family? What up, naysayers? What up, people who don't even dig me? Anyway, what's up, James Rice? Monday live. I'm excited because look at this. Look at what's going on out here. It's not going to be 100 degrees today. It's going to be 90, and it's a little overcast, and we've got raindrops, and I even heard thunder. Holy cow! Do you know how often I hear thunder in in San Diego? Hardly ever, hardly ever. In fact, when I go home to Iowa, I wish, I pray, I hope for a thunderstorm. I pray for lightning. I pray for those clouds to roll in. Um, I'm not going to kid you. I've got so many things ripping and ratcheting through my brain. I'm not even sure where to start. Chelsea K is on. Congratulations, Chelsea. I wanted to congratulate you for the new people that you're bringing into your community. I want to congratulate you on the energy that you're sending. I want to congratulate you on the leading that you're doing by what? Taking action. Okay. A little X and O thing for each and every one of you. Transform, transform, transform. Attract people, get them connected, engage them to share. Engage them to share. It's interesting to me how, when we have our own personal traditional businesses, okay, and this is not even part of what I wanted to chat about today. When we have our own personal traditional businesses, we're saying, hey, if you know anybody who needs nails or lashes or fitness or a restaurant, send them my direction. To me, are we doing that in our pyramid scheme? Are we doing that in our Prove It community? Are we engaging by saying, holy cow, I know you know friends who need better lashes. I know you know friends who need better hair. I know you know friends who are looking for a good restaurant. I know you have friends who are looking for better weight loss, better body comp, better energy, better mental clarity. If I gave you a couple samples, would you hand them to your two best friends? Anyway, um, where do we want to start? I tell you, it's not going to be 95 or 100 degrees today. It's going to be 90. Chelsea might chime in. In fact, Chelsea, we need to do not only a Zoom, but a live. Okay. We need to do a live. Why? Because I'd love to have you share what you're simply doing. Notice this. I don't want James Rice to share it. I want to raise up leaders. Okay. So there's a tip for you. Okay. Many people are telling me what they're doing, which is cool. But it's cooler, not what James Rice is doing, but what Chelsea's doing, what Jen is doing, what Alicia Tammy are doing. What's cool, Chelsea K, is not what you're doing. And it is cool, but it's cool. What's Kim doing? What's Kaylee doing? What's the new person doing? Who are they sharing with? Who are they introducing you to? That's a network. That's a community. That's how it grows. Okay. So it's interesting as a self-starter, which many of us are, we're generally speaking always looking at our accomplishments. And again, what happens is I know how that feeds us, but I'm not a salesman. I'm not a salesman. So the boxes I sell, the promoters I gain are good, but better is if Kim grabs a new promoter and who wants to get involved in the community, who you can do a post with. If Kaylee does, if in my case Chelsea does, but who in your community does. That's what you want to raise up and celebrate. Okay? So keep that in mind. That just popped in my head and wanted to share it. Just got off. I'm excited. I'm excited because we're ending a month. I'm going to miss July. I'm going to miss the theme of independence and revolution. Thank you very much, Joletta. Because as we were just talking with my team on a morning Zoom, we all need independence, or all looking for independence from something in our faith, fitness, family, friendships, or finances, right? We're looking for independence. We're looking to be unchained. We're looking to be under the thumb of someone or something. So who are we going to grab and start that revolution? Or I guess I should say, who are we going to start a revolution? Okay, are we going to plant our feet and stand our ground? And is it going to be different? And who are we going to grab? That's a network. Who are we going to meet with at the beach, at the coffee shop, on this live? Who are you going to lock arms with, right? And move forward with? Super excited in the month of July. I probably talked to Katie Fish in the month of July more than I had the entire year. Okay? That's what you're looking for. I'm going to share this with you. I'm talking business. Ping pong ball. Like Katie and I were saying today. Hey, good morning, Rebecca Fosmeyer. Appreciate your posts. The family love seeing that they're doing and enjoying time and getting fitter together. Love it. That's community. Oh my gosh, Key. Holy cow, Chef Key, I haven't seen you forever. Hope the foot's better. Hope you're better. I'm not sure what you're digging into. Hopefully, it's bringing you all the you know success that you're looking for. Love to have you in my community because I don't have any doubt with your community and with what you're doing and your abilities, we could completely blow it up. But that's up to you. So there's your invitation. That's a ping pong ball, right? Key showed up. I hit her ping pong ball. We'll see what she wants to do. You've got to hit your people a ping pong ball when they're showing up at the park, at a live, at a Zoom, and they're looking for independence and they're looking for a revolution. You've got to find what they want independence from, whether or not they're ready to start a revolution and what that first step is, whether they're ready to start a revolution and what that first step is. Okay. Again, I'm going to come back to this many, 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 many times. We're so excited about ourselves and what we're doing. Why? Because we're looking for that approval. We have these insecurities. We've been beaten and bruised from our family, our friends, our loved ones, our ex-spouse, our co-workers. Okay. And we have made them our judge and jury. So we're looking for that approval, that security, and that's fine. But I want you to remember is if you're gonna build a huge community, we need to build a network. We need people to share and be people. Okay. So like me, I'm excited about that. I do a live, but I'm even more excited that I'm then going to communicate and do a Zoom with Chelsea Cassie in the community. Okay, that's getting my network engaged. Make sense? So we'll be headed into August. I'm excited about August, back to school. What else? Let's read out the books a little bit. We're up against a 9 a.m. Team huddle, which I love. It kicks off it finishes the month. It gets ready to kick off a new month. What I want to share with you is what I did this morning. Okay, as many of you know, my morning starts with stretching. It starts with my reading right out here. It starts with my prayers. It starts with, here's a piece that I shared with my team today. Before we got into the X's and O's, before we got into the outside game, what we did is we talked about our inside game. And I said to each of them, which there was 3 of them, what's something that you're excited and happy about? Tell me about the highlight of your weekend. Why? Because I want them to be planted that they're grateful. What do they have gratitude for? Right? James Chapman had an amazing weekend at the beach, 3-hour drive with his 3 kids where they got in the freezing Washington or Oregon water and they barbecued, ate a little sand, good tip, James Chapman, and then they all came home late, got home at midnight. That's an amazing experience in building memories. And it brought a smile to his face. And I believe it put his head and his heart in the right spot to enjoy, you know what I mean? To enjoy his day a little fuller because it woke him up. And it woke him up with a positive thought. So a little tip for each and every one of you, start your day with some gratitude. What I do as I review my faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, and I think, you know what, today, this morning I woke up in the 211s, which is cooler than working up in the 212s or 213s. Okay. My body feels good. I worked out twice on Saturday, took Sunday off, and didn't go, dang it, I should have done more. I felt great about taking Sunday off. Okay. Got to spend time with my church family. Got to see my son-in-law get baptized again. One of the grandchildren, Dean, got baptized. A friend of mine, Jamie, who started coming to church, who's in the ketone community, who's dropped 100 pounds, she got baptized. And so I review in my yard. I cleaned up the yard. I did some transplanting, got rid of a couple things. Everything's watered and looking good. Checked my inside plants. I love being involved in the growing of those plants. Kind of like I think I like being involved in growing of people. Boom, faith, fitness, family, friend, finances. I did a little work, not too much work, but one thing I did, and then this morning, I hit people with my Rise and Shine, and some of them I hit with what's next, what's the step, what's going on, ping pong ball, ping pong ball, ping pong ball. Okay. So when you review what you're doing, you go, you know what? I am doing stuff. I did a little something in my faith, did a little something in my fitness, my family, my friendships, my finances. Not a bad start. Not a bad weekend. I'm ready to rock and roll again. I tell you what I didn't do is I didn't call my dad, and I haven't called my mom for a couple of days. So what's the deal? Got to dig into that family section, that part. I got to call my family members. So there's nothing wrong with that, because I want to realize, also I was Thursday night sugar craving, so I might have had a little bit too much A&W, or if I didn't, then I might have been in the 210s. Okay, I can correct it. What could I have done in my finances? A little more in my business. Well, it's Sunday, so I'm not going to do anything. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with correction. There's nothing wrong with, what I should have done. I could have done a little better. Okay. That's not a knock on me. It's being constructive with my criticism so that I can improve. Also, with gratitude and praise, I'm going to recognize myself. A friend of mine, she just says, hey, I talked to so-and-so today, and I gave them some tips. This is a person that's new that we're in a conversation with. Boom, jump back in that thread and say, holy cow, James Rice just talked to Glennis. I gave her a couple of tips on using it. Awesome. Give praise and recognition so that Glennis knows that the community is coming together to support her. Does that make sense? Morning, everyone. My cousin Amanda Coster from Texas showed up for PNW KLP Sunday. Cool. Love it. So let's hit you with this. You know what is interesting? Finished another month. We just finished the book of Isaiah. That means I need to have my glasses. Whoa. This is kind of interesting. It goes, from the errors of others, a wise man corrects his own. I'm just going to leave that from my reading today. From the errors of others, a wise man corrects his own. Love it. Isaiah's message where he talked about, the people in Judah are going to become captive as they've been taken over by the Babylonians. And the question is, what do you learn from your errors? It's an interesting piece when I'm chatting with people, how caught up they get in their errors. And like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did. Stop, people. It's not a big deal. Okay? The question is, will we correct? Okay? Will we realize, hey, we're chasing our independence, right? We're going to, what's up, Michael Darnley? We're chasing our independence, okay? Will we then meet with our community, just as our forefathers did, to make decisions, plant our feet, and start a revolution? As long as you're doing that, in fact, Mark Darnley is a great example. Very proficient BMX racer and mountain biker. You think he doesn't make mistakes? Probably every ride out, okay? The benefit of the mistakes is goes, I can tweak this, I can tweak this. So celebrate the quote mistakes and move forward and learn from them. And also, again, from the errors of others, learn from them. Whoa, check that. You see that hummingbird? That thing was like right on my book. In Proverbs, you learn that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I love reading Proverbs. Ecclesiastics, talking about the meaning of life. Solomon wrote that. Song of Solomon, you're talking about what marriage should look like. I mean, there's so much to learn. And then in Isaiah, we learn that God cannot allow sin to go unpunished. So the piece I would say with that real quick, people, is what are you doing? What are you doing in your foundation, your fundamentals, faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances that need to be changed? Because it's not going to go unpunished. And I don't necessarily mean there's some crazy punishment by God. I just mean that if in areas, if you don't catch your weight at 3 pounds, it's going to go to 5. 5 goes to 7, 7 goes to 10. If you don't catch your credit cards at $500 a month, it's going to go to $1,000 and $1,500, right? If you don't catch your yard at a mini mess, it's going to just get bigger, bigger, bigger mess. Okay. Nothing's going to correct itself on its own. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we have accountability partners. That's why we have a scale. That's why we have a bank account, so we can measure and make change. All right. I'm going to leave you with Timothy Keller. I love reading Proverbs. Why? Proverbs is taking knowledge, applying it, and that's wisdom. I could chat about it, share about it forever. What did it say today? Oh, this is a good one. Drive out the mocker and out go strife, quarrels, and insults are ended. Don't enjoy insults. People, watch your mouth, basically. Some mockers feel like they're sophisticated because their insults or their cynicism is witty, okay? But they thought, you know, is often hilarious and a brilliant put down, but it's not. It's not at all. Humility and love can certainly motivate us to confront a person if it's best for him or her. But insults are produced by wise in their own eyes arrogance. If your propensity for insults, if you have a propensity, you will always be undermining relationships. Drive out the mocker. So, people, the piece I want you to remember, and we take this with you, and we'll end it here, is I just finished Matthew. Cool. So, people, is what are you doing with your words? If they're not uplifting, if they're not benefiting the person that you're chatting it with, should they even be spoken? Should they even be spoken? Let's think before we speak. And are we bringing people empathy and compassion versus judgment and condemnation? Take that and work that in your relationships today, whether it's a work relationship or a family relationship. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to jump off up against the 9 o'clock huddle. Let's do it again tonight. I think I have another live planned with oh dang it. I know I have a live planned with, I can't remember who it is, but it doesn't matter. And I think we have a Zoom also tonight. So we have good stuff cooking. Jump in where you get in, where you fit in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have an amazing Monday. Enjoy the clouds if you're here in San Diego. Loving it.